1853, a train rolls out of Bombay to Thane, marking the birth of Indian railways. But this wasn't built for India's rise, it was built for British profit, siphoning wealth while leaving behind a fractured network. For decades, Indian railways carried the weight of a nation. 23 million passengers daily, 1.5 billion tons of freight annually, but at modest speeds. Passenger trains average 42 km per hour, freight just 23 km per hour, lagging behind global leaders. But today, this is no longer just a railway system. It's a data-driven powerhouse, transforming from colonial chains to global glory. According to reports, the past decade has seen the construction of thousands of flyovers and underpasses and the complete elimination of unmanned level crossings, revolutionizing safety and efficiency. Let's rewind. By 1880, British India had 9,000 miles of track, built for colonial profit, not national progress. Different gauges, fragmented routes, a system designed to extract, not connect. Compare this to Japan, where the first Tokyo-Yokohama line in 1872 launched state-led industrialization, or the US, where the 1830 Baltimore-Ohio line fueled westward expansion. For decades, India lagged. But as of January 2025, Indian Railways has electrified approximately 97% of its broad gauge network, up from 45% in 2015, with a target to achieve 100% electrification by 2025-26 fiscal year. This ambitious electrification drive is complemented by plans to lay approximately 5,500 kilometers of new tracks annually over the next 5 years, aiming for a total 25,000 kilometers by 2030. This accelerated infrastructure development signifies a monumental leap towards a more efficient and sustainable railway system. This transformation is estimated to reduce CO2 emissions by millions of tons annually, potentially save over $1 billion in oil imports, and aims for net zero emissions by 2030 through carbon offsets like afforestation and renewables. The US has only 1% electrified tracks, while China at 72%, positioning India among the leaders in railway electrification. Now consider high-speed rail. India's first bullet train, the Mumbai-Ahmedabad corridor, is bringing the country into the era of ultra-fast travel. 508 kilometers, 320 km per hour, 2-hour journey time. Significant progress has been reported. Land acquisition completed by January 8, 2024, substantial pier construction underway by April 24, and work initiated on a tunnel across Thane Creek. According to reports, a track slab manufacturing facility was commissioned near Anand, Gujarat, to produce components for the project. This corridor uses Japanese Shinkansen technology. Japan's Shinkansen began in 1964. China's HSR spans 40,000 kilometers. But India's emerging high-speed network aims to eventually connect 70% of the population through planned corridors like Delhi-Varanasi, Chennai-Bengaluru, and Delhi-Amritsar, potentially bringing most Indians within 4 hours of major city. Meanwhile, Germany's Stuttgart 21 high-speed project stalls on budget woes, and the US still has no operational high-speed rail. India's ambition stands out on the global stage. Speed means nothing without safety. For decades before 2014, India's railways experienced frequent accidents with numerous lives lost annually. In 2014, India recorded 135 major railway accidents due to human error, signaling failure, and poor infrastructure. Ministry data shows that by 2024, accident rates had decreased significantly thanks to improved technology and a renewed focus on safety. A critical achievement has been the 100% elimination or manning of unmanned authorized level crossing nationwide, historically a major cause of accidents. This represents one of the most significant safety improvements in Indian Railways history. Meet Kavach, India's anti-collision system designed to prevent accidents. When two trains are on collision course, Kavach applies brakes automatically, reducing human error. As of 2024, Indian Railways has equipped 10,000 locomotives with Kavach, with additional plans for 15,000 route kilometers. Yet challenges remain. The 2023 Balasore tragedy, 280 lives lost to signaling errors, was a sobering reminder that the fight isn't over. But it's important to note that such major accidents were far more common before 2014, occurring almost annually. Even with this tragedy, the overall trend shows remarkable improvement. India's passenger death rate now stands at 0.243 per billion passenger per kilometer, still higher than the European Union's 0.0435 or the US's 0.1, but showing consistent improvement year over year since 2014. This underscores both the progress made and the importance of completing these safety upgrades. AI innovation drives forward. In Pune, AI system scan tracks at 100 km per day, covering 12% of the network with plans to expand. And technology goes beyond safety. The Amrit Bharat and Vande Bharat station revamp programs are transforming 1300 plus stations with airport-like facilities, biometric entry gates and solar power. Stunning new world-class railway terminals in Mumbai, Delhi and Ahmedabad showcase India's architectural ambition. 450 Amrit Bharat stations will be upgraded by 2024 with the full 1300 planned by 2030. Digital transformation accelerates too. 86% of tickets are now booked online. Freight is surging too. India's dedicated freight corridors spanning over 2,800 kilometers as of April 2024 and nearing full operation are transforming logistics at an unprecedented scale. These corridors aim to reduce logistic costs from 13 to 15% of GDP to around 8%, making Indian industry more competitive. The National Rail Plan targets increasing rail's freight share from 27% to 45% by 2030, positioning India as a global logistic leader. With 2.65 lakh crore allocated in the 24-25 railway budget, India's capital expenditure now rivals the European Union 10T network while providing a sovereign alternative to China's Belt and Road Initiative, strengthening India's strategic position in global trade and infrastructure diplomacy. But India's railways transformation isn't just about boosting trade. It's about forging connections not only within India but beyond its border. For millions, railways aren't just about moving cargo. They're about moving people, ideas and heritage. Today, Indian Railways is connecting not just cities but also cultures, welcoming people from across the world to experience India's sacred Tirth Sthanam. For the 32 million strong global Indian community, this transformation isn't just about infrastructure, it's about identity. Many remember the slow, overcrowded trains of the past, second-class coaches, lengthy journeys home. Today, they see a nation on the move. The Pravasi Express, launched on January 9, 2025, the anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi's return from South Africa, symbolizes this deep-rooted connection. Designed under the Pravasi Tirth Darshan Yojana, this special train invites persons of Indian origin aged 45 to 65 on a spiritual journey across India, reconnecting them with their heritage. Covering sacred destinations like Ayodhya, Patna, Gaya, Varanasi, Mahabalipuram, Rameshwaram, Madurai, Kochi, Goa, Ekta Nagar, Ajmer, Pushkar and Agra. This journey isn't just about visiting places, it's about rediscovering roots. With 90% of the trip funded by the Indian government, the initiative reflects India's commitment to engaging its global family, ensuring that those who have ties to the land, no matter how far, can still feel its presence. Whether in Dubai or Toronto, London or Sydney, the diaspora is more involved than ever, not just as visitors, but as contributors to India's growth, bringing expertise, investment, and a renewed cultural exchange between India and the world. Indian Railways flipped the script from colonial cash cow to a nation's engine. Electrification surging, bullet trains are roaring, safety is locked in with Kavach, freights flying on new corridors, a global champ rising fast. A 11.17 lakh crore bet, 40,000 kilometers of track, hydrogen trains, net zero emissions by 2030 puts India's rail ahead of the pack. The Pravasi Express even ties the world back to our roots. Here at In Center Stage, we are seeing India grab the global mic. Share this revolution and subscribe for more. Let's bring India's story to the center stage.